Azurnak, enjoy your videos. Everybody on my channel should check out Azurnak's channel and even buy his book that's coming out soon. It sounds pretty good. But to answer this question of whether or not normative language is necessary, and I think obviously it is, because we have descriptive language to represent objects, to describe and measure the objective world. But then we have normative language to address subjects, to communicate meaningfully with other people about how we ought to behave and what we ought to think. And so in the case of your mentor, scoring you A's on all your tests and essays during the course of the class, but then on your for your term grade giving you an F, you wouldn't be able to convey to her why you were so distraught about this without using normative language, without saying I deserve better, because there's no logical rule or necessity that requires all A's to equal an F. It's the mentor or professor's discretion. So to communicate about the meaning of this situation of you having all A's during the class but then getting an F on the term, you need to use normative language. There's no way out of it, because it's clear that in reality there are objects and there are subjects. What also is clear is that they coincide and they're not separate. So when we talk about descriptions or representations of the objective world, we can't take it literally, because language itself, whether normative or descriptive, is a social activity, and there are no transcendental grammars or a priori meanings besides the meanings that people living, doing the things that life requires of them, enact, besides the meanings that come from the social use of any particular set of words. So yeah, it's a humble answer to a humble question, I suppose. We can't have certain knowledge of any independent world. So descriptions are still normative activities, I suppose. Certainly there's some level of universality that can be ascribed to these descriptions that's not present in the more particular concrete interactions involving normative language. But we shouldn't mistake this universal quality of descriptive thought as something transcendental. It's a very normative kind of universal. It's a well-established human intuition, or a common agreement that a lot of people seem to agree with. It's a common element of a lot of people's experience. That's what a universal description is. Math is really based on the structure of the human nervous system, and we can form this symbolic language that in a sense is internally perfect and objective, and the only reason we can do this is because we as human beings all have similar brains that think in similar ways.